Baby Bump 2, Chapter 21, Going to the Chapel. The morning of your wedding arrives, and with it, a frenzy of preparation. Miles heads to Covington Manor early, leaving Anna and Louisa to rush about helping you get ready at home. Oh, I can't believe it's your special day. Me neither. The time has really flown. Smiles, Anna helps little Ben into his jacket, one arm at a time, and Louisa finishes putting on Justine's shoes. Oh, this is the only acceptable occasion for a flower crown. Whee! There you go, buddy. Now just let me tie your little bow tie. Thanks for getting the twins dressed. I seriously don't know what I'd do without y'all. Happy to do it. You really think you could keep Anna away for a second if you tried? As if I'd missed the chance to make every aspect of my little sister's big day perfect. I think I'm more nervous than I was for my own wedding. How are you holding up, Jen? I just wish I could marry Miles right this second. I don't know if I can wait even just a few hours longer. I know we're technically been together for a while, but today it becomes official. In the eyes of tax documents, you'll no longer be checking the single box. Filing taxes jointly. How romantic. I can't stop imagining walking down the aisle, seeing Miles waiting there. I wish I could just skip ahead to the I do's. You say that now, but looking back, you're gonna treasure every moment of this day. I'm so giddy I could fly. Are you ready to put on your dress? You nod breathlessly, and Anna helps you step into it, zipping up the back with care. How do I look? You're killing it. Miles's eyes are gonna pop right out of his head. Oh, wait, I have one more thing for you. With a huge grin, Anna produces a shopping bag, out of which she pulls wedding boots. They're perfect. No rustic-themed wedding would be complete without a trusty pair of cowboy boots. I love them, Anna. Look at the lace trim to match the dress and everything. And before diamond choice. With a delighted giggle, she helps you lift the folds of your skirt and gets the boots on. Now, obviously, we think you're stunning, but what do you think? Stand before the mirror and admire yourself, giving yourself a twirl to watch your dress fan out around you. Looks very pretty. I look like a princess. Maybe it's because Miles always looks at me like I'm royalty, but this dress is just magical. It makes me feel like the most special person in the room. And today you absolutely are. You suck in a deep breath, smooth your skirt, tears pricking at your eyes. It all feels so real now. I'm getting married. You're getting married! Twins look pretty good too. Ben, you're the most dashing, ring-bearer, proud mom I can imagine. And Justine, you're just a perfect spring princess, aren't you? Are you excited to see Mommy get married too? Yeah. Even if you're too little to remember it. And that's what pictures are for. They can look back on their mom's big day and know they were there. You look so perfect and all. I think there's one last thing that will create the ultimate wedding look. Please, 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 let me do your hair. I can give you a fancy updo and finish it off with a little something blue earrings. I'm listening. What ideas did you have in mind? Let me think about this. Okay? I can have that hair. Or I can have that hair. Which... how does that even happen? Women, explain this to me, seriously. Welcome to I Refuse, and I love my beautiful red hair. Screw that. Strawberry blonde, I guess, is the color, I believe. I think I've had just about as much primping and prepping as I can handle. My hair will be fine as is. Oh, okay, you're no fun. You're right. But you're one hell of a beautiful bride, new hairstyle or no. Anna and Louisa take a step back and look you up and down. Jen, you look gorgeous. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Am I already crying? No, if you start crying, I'll start crying, and... Oh, stop. Stupid emotions. Let's head to the manor already. You know, Luis is a very toxic character. I get it. It's comic relief, but it's very toxic. Time to start the first day of the rest of my life. Seriously, emotions are not bad. Just stop. With your look complete, you make the short drive to Covington Manor as clouds gather on the horizon. Pretty. And when Lisa each hold a baby while you peek at the backyard venue, your face brightening, the flowers bedecking the arch, chairs, and runner. Oh, Anna, these decorations turned out perfectly. The bride is here. I hope you like what we've done with the place, and may I just say you look lovely. Oh, you two look fantastic as well. Daddy loves you. We had some canine assistance, or rather Gavin and Joel have been trying to stop them from eating the decor. Thanks for keeping an eye on them. They seem pretty rambunctious. It's, no trouble. We're happy to help. Oh, they're manifesting the energy of excitement that permeates here. They know two souls are converging today. Hey. I'm definitely manifesting excitement. Is that what you're picking up on, Pups? Is it? I'm so happy for you, Miss Jen. I hope this day will be everything you dreamed of and more. Well, you did leave her for being pregnant and more, so... Pit flops on the ground next to you, panting. You rub her belly affectionately. Tucker it out already. That means you'll behave for Gavin and Joel during the ceremony, right? You walk alongside the aisle, trailing your hand over the backs of the chairs, imagining how it'll feel to walk down the aisle for real. As you gaze up to the wedding pavilion, you suddenly feel a droplet of water hit your cheek. Was that... Oh no. Horrified! You look up to see a drizzle start to fall. Quickly getting heavier, you run for cover beneath the patio overhang as it pours harder. Rain? Seriously? At least it's good luck, right? Exactly right. Keep up that attitude. Yeah, because most brides right now would be bridezillas. No! Mother Nature hates me! What's a little rain in the face of good fortune for an entire marriage? Also, rain washes things anew, and you and Miles have a lot of history and whatnot, you know? The decorations might not hold up if there's much more of this, though. And y'all worked so hard on them. Don't worry, Jen. Let's get you and the twins inside. Louisa and the Covingtons and I will get this worked out. Nothing's going to ruin your special day. Not on my watch. Wow, Elijah, I need your help on cleanup duty stat. The men rush over, holding umbrellas over their heads. I'm so sorry, Jen. This is the risk of an outdoor wedding. The weather can take a turn. But we will fix this. Absolutely. If we can't have the wedding in the gardens, the Covington Manor has plenty of beautiful rooms that could suffice. Nodding numbly, you take Ben, Justine from Anna, and Louisa as you turn to go inside. Justine lunges for Bao's umbrella, nearly tugging it out of his hands. Strong little gal, isn't she? Wait a minute. Maybe Justine's onto something. What if we strung a bunch of umbrellas together and hung them over the ceremony? Is that crazy? Maybe it's just crazy enough to work. If we string fairy lights beneath the umbrellas, it could be functional and decorative. It could even be romantic. A canopy of twinkling lights, the sound of rain, but we have to work fast or the decorations won't survive. You're going inside, keeping your dress dry and not worrying. You watch the gears in Anna's mind whirring. She shouts over to the Covington brothers. Covingtons! I need every umbrella you own! Bow! I'll go pick up some more at the store. Extra lights, too. And I kisses his cheek, and practically pushes you and the babies inside. Question, where's Miles? You head in, sit the twins down, and give your sister a big hug. What if things keep going wrong, Anna? What if the umbrella idea doesn't work? I can't take another disaster. Hey, you're panicking. You know I won't let that happen. Just focus on practicing your vows. I'll fix this. My vows. I don't really plan anything. But you plan everything. Now I'm panicking, Anne. Oh god, this wedding is gonna fall apart. You've got time. I'll stay here and help you with the vows if you want, but I don't think I'm who you need right now. You mean Miles? Who makes you feel better than him? And maybe you can come up with some vows together. Traditional. Schmeditional. That... Isn't what you said at your wedding? Remember how adamant you were not to see Bao before your wedding? She laughs and bumps your shoulder with her own. You taught me a lesson, then I'm just returning the favor. Go see Miles before your wedding and get the chance to write custom wedding vows together. Go find Miles. Can you look after the kids for a bit? I won't be too long. They'll be the perfect little helpers outside. Now go get him, Jen. You make your way through the Covington Manor to the upstairs bedroom. You know Miles is getting ready, and he whirls around at your soft knock at the door. Jen. Miles takes you in for a moment, his eyes wide before he clears his throat and looks pointedly away. What happened to tradition? I know, but I needed to see you. Miles crosses the room and takes your hand, his forehead creased with worry. Is everything okay? Just had to deal with some last-minute problems, and it got me a little freaked out. Also, the fact I haven't wrote my vows at all. Woof. Miles wraps his arms around you wordlessly, rubbing circles on your back with his thumb for a long minute. How can I help? It's fine, really. Well, it started raining, and Anna said she'd take care of it, but what if something else goes wrong? What if everything else goes wrong? What if the problem is with us? Like, how do we really know we're meant to be all for the love of overthinking? Whoa, Jen. He takes your hand and brushes a kiss on your knuckles and kisses then your forehead, leaning his head against yours. You're really wondering if we're meant to be? On your wedding day, no less. Oof! I mean, no, not really. I know I love you, and you love me, and... Good, because that's all that matters. The whole damn sky could fall today and I'd still be happy because I'm marrying you. You press yourself tighter in Miles' arms, nestling your head in the crook of his neck. God, I love you. You know just what to say. Is there anything else I can do? You've already done it. Anna was right, coming to see you was the best idea. You pull back, and for the first time, the two of you really look at each other. Seeing as you're here... His gaze trails down your dress and back up, his eyes sparkling with affection. You look incredible. More beautiful than I imagine. That's what I like to hear. You let go of his hand and take a step back so you can fully appreciate his outfit. Looking good! He almost looks like he works for the Secret Service. Well, you look incredibly sexy. I'm not sure I'll be able to wait until tonight to tear your clothes off. Patience is a virtue. Too bad. As the sounds of guests arriving echo from the backyard, you glance over the window and then back to Miles. Are you sure it's okay that I came up here? I ain't much for tradition. Miles wraps his arms around you and draws you into a comforting embrace. And I'll always be there for you, no matter what. Miles leads you over to the bed where the two of you take a seat. His arms wrap around your shoulders, holding you close. There was something else. I know it's last minute, but I haven't actually written my vows yet. Glad I'm not the only one. Maybe we could write them together. I know it's odd, but I want you to be the first to hear them. I'm game. Where do we start? Let's begin with... how you lift me up, which is ironic, because literally he just lifted you up. I never could have accomplished so much without you by my side. You keep me going.
I'm glad I can help. And you keep me grounded, Jen.
So, after we've shared how much we mean to each other, we should make a promise for the future, to stay by one another.
How is this helping you write the vows when you're telling someone how to do them? Ooh. No, that's controlling. Worried I'm gonna run off?
Nah, but I want to make it official. And I know just the way to put it into words. We'll stay together even when we're old. No matter how many years go by, I'll still love you even more than today.
Growing old with you. It doesn't sound too bad.
Last, we can finish our vows with a declaration of love, something that tells everyone how much we care for each other.
How about I love you more than...
ice cream? Nah, fam. Nah. Hold on. To the woman that hopefully is in my future, if there is one. Sometimes I doubt. So coffee is the most precious thing to me. It's something that I have every morning and every night. I would love her, hopefully, more than I love coffee.
That's sweet.
Now tell me what you love more than Miles.
Wait and see.
Hey, no fair. I told you mine. Miles looks over the clock on the wall and chuckles.
Yeah, but it's almost time.
Then let's get the show on the road.
One last kiss before we're hitched.
I want nothing more. Miles cups your cheeks in both of his hands and draws you into a sweet kiss. Your eyes flutter shut as he deepens the kiss, warmth pooling in your belly and spreading through your entire body.
Jen, I love you so much.
You slide your arms around his waist as he meets you once more, his lips brushing over yours with such a gentleness that you can't help but be put at ease. He pulls back to press soft kisses to your eyelids and then your forehead, each one full of tenderness. I love you too, and as much as I'd like to stay here kissing you, we've still got a wedding to pull off. You give him a final peck on the cheek, and he gently runs his knuckles along your jaw as you take a step back. You head towards the door and stop to look over your shoulder at him. Meet you at the altar? I'll be the one in white.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
You flash him one last smile before returning downstairs. As you go to look for Anna, Jebediah clears his throat from the door of his study, looking rather nervous.
Miss Cassidy, may I have a word?
I suppose.
Get the hell out of my manners.
Now that would ruin the wedding. What's this about? I recall the last time we spoke in here, things didn't go so well.
I know, a moment I have regretted since. I've come to esteem you highly, Miss Cassidy, and I hope you can say the same of me. I know you and my son didn't end up together, but you're still the mother of my grandchildren, and that makes you family.
Not that I don't appreciate the sentiment, Jebediah, but where are you going with this?
A young woman ought to have someone to walk her down the aisle, if that is her wish. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to do so.
Thank you, Jebediah. I would be honored. You become the father figure I never expected. There's no one I'd rather walk down the aisle with.
You do an old man proud. We'll be ready when the time comes.
Anna pokes her head inside. Jim, it's time. With a smile, Jebediah offers you his arm. You take it, breathing deeply as the three of you go outside, a symphony of music and rainfall catching your ears. Wow, that is super pretty. We can't use the wedding theme because it's copyrighted, which is really weird. because it's a wedding theme that everybody uses. But, you know, hey, it's copyrighted, apparently. Not even Pixelberry can use it. Your eyes widen as you see the results of your friend's handiwork. The umbrellas cover the yard, holding back the pouring rain. Wow, Anna. It's even magical than before. Seriously, it's like Mary Poppins showed up to save the day. Just call me your Mary Poppins of honor. As the procession starts up, Anna squeezes your hand and hands you a bouquet. Sunflowers on a rainy day, they smell so sweet. Go get him, baby sister. With one last smile, she leaves you and Jebediah alone behind the screen, separating you from the guests.
He's waiting for you. Are you ready?
Well, I think it's too late to back out now. Anna, would you lead a revolt if I called it off at this point? The two of you chuckle, and the joking keeps the sudden swell of nerves at bay. You watch as Anna and Clint walk down the aisle together, carrying the twins. Anna helps Justine scatter flowers from a tiny basket, and Clint helps Ben carry the pillow, holding the rings. Why am I nervous? All I want in this world is to be with Miles by his side.
I felt the same way, waiting for my wife to join me at the altar. Both happier than I'd ever been, and more scared. But the only way is forward.
You nod and take a deep breath as Louisa follows the others down the aisle, taking her place next to Anna. Jebediah gives you an encouraging nod and offers you his arm. You take it and smile nervously at him.
Your turn.
Accompanied by Jebediah, you step out and start towards the altar. The guests and decoration and music all blur together and fade away, and you only have eyes for Miles. As you take your place at the altar, he gives you a small smile. Start bawling. Take his hand. As you reach Miles, you take his hand in yours, giving it a squeeze. He squeezes back and whispers in your ear, "Hey, you." Your linked arms are warm, comforting, a lifeline, and you swell with love as you gaze into each other's eyes. God, my wife-to-be is beautiful. Love you too, gorgeous. Oh, I almost forgot. Look what Anna got me. Hitch up your skirt to show off the boots as guests look at you curiously.
Ain't that something?
You and Miles fall silent, stealing glances at one another as Keith clears his throat and begins to speak. We're gathered here today to bring two people together in marriage. You're distantly aware of Keith's officiating, going through the words of the ceremony, but you barely hear it as you gaze into Miles' eyes. Jen, Miles, it's time to say your vows.
All right.
Of course, As you're startled out of your reverie, the wind suddenly picks up, taking several of your carefully strung umbrellas from it, scattering them across the lawn. Rain pelts you and your guests. Oh God, is everyone okay? No one was hit by the umbrellas, were they? And the twins, are they safe? They're fine, I've got my eye on them.
Everyone's okay. Just a little damp, don't worry.
That's good at least.
We can handle a bit of rain. The kids like it, at least.
Follow Miles' gaze to where the babies are gazing up at the rain in amazement. They giggle as raindrops splatter over them, reaching up for the water falling from the sky. I want to see the world like them. Everything is new and exciting.
If you want to pause this and get a picture, I don't mind. They're part of it too. Here you go, kiddos. This'll keep you dry.
Jebediah grabs a suit jacket to drape over their heads. You smile at your kids. Grab a picture of the twins playing in the rain to remember their first rain shower in your photo album. I have a question. Wouldn't this be better for after this? Not, hey, hold on, let's stop officiating, guys. You know, so we can look at the kids and... Just shut the hell up, this day is supposed to be ours. Take a picture of the children, but of course. Miles grabs a fallen umbrella to cover you, while Anna hands your phone to you. Ben splashes in the puddle as Justine looks at the sky with wonder. 3, 2, 1. I mean, I get it, they're children, but come on. We can wait 5 minutes. The perfect picture taken. You walk over to your little ones and wipe raindrops from their cheeks. Yep. Hope you know how special you two make this wedding. And every day of my life. You pull them into a hug and kiss each of their rain-kissed heads. Mommy has to go back to getting married now. Love you both so much. The rain disguises the tears of joy sliding down your cheeks. You return to Miles aside at the altar. Just think 2 more chapters left. Everyone returns to their places, overturned umbrellas, rain and all. Now that order has been restored, despite the disorder of the weather, may we return to your vows. There is nothing better than a verbal contract between 2 people in love. Well, aside from written contracts, that is. Right. Back to the vows it is. Miles takes both of your hands in his, and you look deeply into each other's eyes. Miles, you are the wind beneath my wings. You've shown me what it's like to soar above the clouds without a care in the world. And you, Jen, are my anchor. You keep me grounded, safe, whatever storms may come. I promise to stay by your side until we're old and wrinkly. And I promise I'll still find you as beautiful as the first day I laid eyes on you. I'm not a man of many words, but you deserve novels dedicated to how good and strong and relentless you are. I can't give you novels, but I promise to show you my love for you every day for the rest of our lives. You didn't tell me you were going off script. How dare you? I will spank you later.
Gotta keep you guessing sometimes.
I think that's what most I've heard you talk at one time. Ha ha, ha ha. A smattering of laughter breaks out across the crowd. And Miles smiles, reaching up to caress your cheek. Jen, I love you more than the melody of a sonata. And I love you more than coffee.
Promise?
Promise. Now, may we have the rings? Ready and waiting. Clint steps up with Ben and the pillow containing the rings. He grabs at the rings, shaking them in his tiny fist. A symbol of commitment. A lot of people forgot about those. Why, thank you. My most dashing ring bearer.
Such a good key helper.
Miles carefully takes your ring from Ben's hand and slides it onto your left ring finger.
I give you this ring, and my love for all time.
You take his from Ben next, beaming at your children before turning back to Miles and sliding the ring onto his finger. Miles... You better not lose this. I give you this ring as a symbol of our unending love. The next part, the matron of honor has prepared something. Anna, what do you have up your sleeve? Strippers!
Listen, I keep this shit funny and entertaining.
Anna brings out a candle, saved from the rain, under a wedding pavilion. You said that family is the most important part of this wedding to you, so I planned a lighting ceremony of Unity candle for you. Lighting the way for love. Keith hands you a lighter as Anna and Clint bring the twins near. Miles wraps an arm around your waist as you prepare to light the candle together. As you light this candle, I invite you to share what this symbolizes. The lighting of this candle represents how we're united as one family. Miles smiles at you fondly as the babies gurgle and coo. That's what we're here for, isn't it? Whatever we face together now and forever.
I think that about covers it.
Watch the candle flicker to merrily, leaning your head on Miles' shoulder for a moment. The baby stare at the flame, transfixed your perfect little family altogether. There's only one question left unanswered. Do you, Miles Dixon, take Jen Cassidy to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I sure do.
And do you, Jen Cassidy, take Miles Dixon to be your lawfully wedded husband? I do. As you say the words, happiness bubbles up inside of you. Effervescent and unstoppable, Miles squeezes your hand tightly. In that case, now is the highly anticipated symbolic moment in which, although a marriage certificate has already been legally decreed to be so... Oh, what's happening? Let the men finish the ceremony, Anna. By the power invested in me as officer of the law and of love, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Kiss him like no one's watching.
Grab Miles by the waist, kiss him fiercely, passionately sliding your tongue along his lower lip.
Whoa.
Why not? For a moment, Miles is too flustered to react, and then he kisses you back. A scorching kiss. He holds you tight as he sweeps you into a low dip. The crowd whoops and whistles, and you suddenly remember that you have spectators. Grinning bashfully, Miles plants one more soft kiss on your lips and pulls you upright before you begrudgingly break apart. You and Miles join hands and raise them high above your heads joyously as you start back down the aisle. The dogs join in as your friends cheer, throwing flowers and blowing bubbles. You're walking on air, surrounded by love.
Come here, you.
You and Miles each scoop up a baby, snuggling them close as the rain continues to fall. You look over at Miles and catch him beaming at you, face covered in raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Do, 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 do. You know what? We should really make the most of this weather. Let's catch raindrops on our tongue. Get your head back and stick out your tongue to catch the falling rain. Ben looks at you quizzically from your arms and copies you.
Yeah, we can do it too, little ones.
Miles and Justine stick out their tongues too, the babies giggling as the raindrops fall in their open mouths. Soon, your guests join in and everyone is laughing, the worry of earlier a fading memory. Come on out front, lovebirds, your ride should be waiting. You follow Anna around to the front of the manor, the guests coming along behind you. She takes the twins for you as you see your ride pull up to the manor. Before you get in the car with Miles, you hug your sister tightly, resting your forehead against hers briefly. Thanks for making all of this happen. Of course, you're my baby sister. Your eyes fill with tears. I can't stop crying. You're married, I can't get over it. Anna, you're married. She sobs hard, but chuckles through her happy tears. Go, I'll see you at the reception. Miles offers you his hand, and you take it, and he helps you into the car.
After you, wife.
Why, thank you, husband. Before Miles gets in, he takes the twins and sets them on the seat beside you, then leans in for a long, tender kiss.
I love you so much.
I love you too. Today's been perfect.
We still got the reception, about the only party I've ever looked forward to.
Your whirlwind wedding day isn't over yet. Enjoy the newlywed bliss at the reception and next chapter of Baby Bump 2. Well, I hope y'all did enjoy. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, if you like to support me and my content. Without further ado, once again, thank you all for watching. Like I said, coffee is something that I get up to every single day. Rarely do I never have a cup of coffee when I first get up. For me, well, I mean, it was be like this. This is how I'll put this, and what I imagine as a hopeless romantic is what I guess I would call myself. Is the person in your life would be your cup of coffee every day. Though you'd still have your coffee, but they would be there for you the moment you open your eyes. They would be the first thing you see and the last thing you see at night. And that's a beautiful thought. That in itself is a beautiful thought. And yeah, so that's what I seek. And I think everyone else should seek it too. You enjoy the simple things, you enjoy the complicated things, you try and make the best out of the crappy days that you have. And in a way, the other person should aim to, I don't know, make the world a lighter place, and by doing so, kind of brings it out in you, and vice versa. I don't know. I mean, I once had a person in my life that made me happy, that could wash away the crap of this world just by her smile. And I don't know. I seek for that again, because without that in my life, life has been very dull, non-colorful, just very diminished. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out.